Hello everybody, welcome to another vinyl update video. For this video I'm going to show you my vinyl finds by other artists that I purchased since the beginning of the year. I have a great amount of records to show you all for this video, so hope you enjoy this update, and let's begin. I'm going to start off with a record that I bought earlier this year, about January. This was given to me as a freebie. I'm very happy to say. First vinyl find is Buddy Holly's self-titled album on the Coral label. Not in the greatest condition. As you can see, the seams are all taped, and here's the back of it. And those are the songs on the album. Take the record out, and here's the record. Not in the greatest condition, but I did some wood glue treatment, and the wood glue treatment made a difference. The record sounds better after the wood glue treatment, I'm happy to say. That's the Coral label. This next record is a UK pressing. This is a stereo pressing of the Temperance 7 1961 album. I do have the mono one in my collection of this. Now the real reason I bought the mono album of this was I wanted the Parlophone Black and Gold label, but I'll show you what the label of this stereo pressing looks like here in a moment. Here's the back of it, and this is produced by George Martin, and this record was released in 1961. And here's the EMI sleeve, and here's the record. It's on the Parlophone Black and Gold stereo label, and I bought this record mainly for this label, because I wanted a authentic copy of this Parlophone Black and Gold stereo label. You know, since the Please Please Me pressing with this label goes for a lot, and I'm still after that record, and hopefully I'll have it someday. And this is in nice condition, hasn't been played. Okay, next record is a Bob Dylan album, and it's his classic album, Highway 61 Revisited stereo. And this was I think $13. I bought this for $13 at my local record store. And here's the record on the Columbia 2i label, red label, stereo pressing. Now what's interesting about this record is that this is the very first pressing of the record with the matrices -1A on both sides. -1A on side 1, -1A on side 2. Now on side 1 of this first pressing, there's a different take, different version of From a Buick 6, which is different from the most common version, which you hear on later pressings of this album. This is the very first pressing with a very different version, very different take of From a Buick 6. Now that version, which is on this pressing, it opens with a harmonica playing from Bob Dylan. As soon as I saw the first pressing matrices on here, -1A, I was like, this is probably the one with the From a Buick alternate version. So I got this, and as soon as I came home, I played it, and I was like, yep, this is it. This is the different version of From a Buick 6. When I found this record at my local record store, the record store did not put a note on this album saying that this contains the alternate version of From a Buick 6. So very awesome to have this for a nice price, about $13, $14. And record looks wonderful. I had to clean it up after I bought it when I came home with the record, because it was very dusty. I'm happy to say that this classic album is in nice condition. So, all right, I have a couple of UK pressings by The Who to show you. They're both on Track Records. First one is Meaty Beaty Big and Bouncy. This is a collection of the earlier Who hits from late 60s all the way up to The Seeker from 1970. It's a back cover. Gatefold. And here's the songs. And it's a nice early compilation of The Who's early songs. And this one I found for a nice price on Discogs. Very low price. And here's the record on Track Records. The record looks nice. There's some little scuffing on the label, but it still looks nice, I'm happy to say. And I have another Who album. This one I actually bought with my eBay gift certificate. And I bought it for free with the eBay gift certificate, I'm proud to say. So, yep, I'm buying some of these online, but don't worry, I go to record stores too to buy albums. So, alright. Next album is by The Who, UK pressing. This is a rarities album, an album of songs that didn't make it to The Who's earlier albums. This is called Odds and Sods. The Who dressed as football players with RLCK on the helmets. Back of it, and as you can see, there's some braille writing embossed on the back cover. And here are the songs for those who are not familiar with this album. Gatefold. Well, this doesn't have a gatefold. I'll take that back. But it's got a die cut here, which is nice. And this one has a few inserts. Before I show the record, I want to show a couple inserts here. This is a lyric insert with the lyrics, all the songs on the album, which is nice. And here's an insert of The Who in concert. This is a kind of a strange insert, but it's a nice picture of the band. Let me show the record right here. It's on Track Records. This one's in beautiful condition. Looked like it was never played. Looks almost mint. Let me show you two albums by The Doors, and they're both the UK pressings as well. First of The Doors' UK albums is Strange Days, their second album. This is in nice condition. Back of it. And this is a UK second pressing, because the UK first pressing of this doesn't have The Doors' famous logo on the label. And, this is a nice textured Electra label, which is a reddish orange kind of color. And this one's in nice condition. It was never played. I only cleaned it up after I received it. And I have another Doors album. This is their third album, also a UK pressing. Waiting for the Sun. This is a UK mono pressing. Now this is a stereo folded to mono of Waiting for the Sun. Let me show you mono right here. And here's a gatefold. Open this carefully here. This is the Celebration of the Lizard gatefold. And let me show you the record. Also on the red Electro label, Nice textured label. And this one plays great. This has some marks, but this plays great. Now on to a couple of white label promo press-ins. First one is by Frank Zappa. This is Frank Zappa's Hot Rats album. Gatefold. And here's the record. White label promo. I just got done giving this record a wood glue treatment, and the record sounds much better, I'm proud to say. And this one I found for a nice price. Alright, I have another white label promo album. It's by Black Sabbath. This is Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Back of it. Jacket's not in great condition. As you can see, the spine is split. But I'm happy to say the record looks nice. And this comes with a lyric insert to all the songs on the album. And this one has the Atlantic inner sleeve here. In so-so condition. It's not perfect. Alright, now for the exciting part, the record. White label promo record. Okay, now we transition from white label promo records to Classic Records 200 gram vinyl releases. I have a couple of those to show you. So, let me show the first one here. Both of these are record store finds. First of these is Jethro Tull, Aqualung. There's the Classic Records 200 gram sticker. It has the Classic Records seal here on the top, which is open. Here's the back of it. And this is textured. Nicely textured. And gatefold. And this one has an insert with lyrics to the songs on the album. And this one has a Classic Records insert here, where you can win a free Classic Records test press-in. Unfortunately, Classic Records is not in business. They're defunct right now. But it's still nice to have. Very important to have that if you want everything that came with the album when you bought it. Here's the record on Chrysalis. Pressed by Classic Records on 200 gram vinyl. Side 2. Really good album by Jethro Tull. Put this back carefully. And my next Classic Records find is by Led Zeppelin. My next vinyl find this one I bought from the same record store at the same time as the Jethro Tull Aqualung album. This is the live album, which is the soundtrack to the film The Song Remains the Same. Has the sticker. Back of it. As you can see, the cover is embossed just like the original pressing on both sides. Let me show you the gatefold. Gatefold contains a little booklet just like the original pressing. Only has a few pages. Go through these pages very carefully. And last page here. And let me show you the record. This is a 2 record set. This is the the replica of the original inner sleeve for the album, but the records are actually housed in these inner sleeves. It's on the Swan Song label. It's in beautiful condition, never played. And record 2's the same thing. Has the Swan Song label, and the record's in beautiful condition as well. And there's also the original inner sleeve, replica of the original inner sleeve, like the original first pressing of the album. Record 2, also in beautiful condition. Okay, these next two albums are by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. First of these two albums is Into the Great Wide Open from early 90s. This is a US pressing on MCA. Comes with an inner sleeve with the lyrics, all the songs. On the back side of the inner sleeve is a picture of Tom. God bless you, Tom Petty, wherever you are. I miss you a lot. Here's the record on MCA. This one's in beautiful condition. And paid a nice 2-digit price for this album. Okay, this next Tom Petty record is not in stellar condition. The jacket has some water damage and some tears on the front cover, but I found this for a nice price and couldn't resist it. This is basically a filler copy for now until I can find another copy with better jacket and better vinyl records. So, but as of right now, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna live with this until I can find an upgrade. This is an original 1993 pressing of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' Greatest Hits, Preston Holland. Back of it has the original price sticker. And I bought this from a Discogs seller in Europe. Here's the songs. Now, what's interesting about this vinyl pressing of the Greatest Hits album from 1993, this contains one extra track which is not on the CD version of this album. And it's this song right here, Anything That's Rock and Roll. All the rest of the 18 songs are on this album. I would have loved for a song like Jammin' Me to be on this album, but they didn't put Jammin' Me on here. They put this song instead, but still nice. Still a nice addition to this vinyl pressing of the album. And here's the gatefold. Gatefold doesn't look bad. And this one contains a Tom Petty insert, Tom Petty discography. Also damaged by water, but you know, still not bad condition. And here's the record. Record 1. This is a 2 LP set. It's on MCA. And record 2, it has the same MCA label. There's a record 2. There's both sides. Okay, I have a couple more albums to show you for this update video. My next vinyl find is by the Cranberries. This is a recent reissue of their second album, No Need to Argue, released sometime in the early 90s. This is a new reissue on purple vinyl, limited to 1,000 copies. Here's the sticker. Back of the album. Here's a track list. You can barely read it. And here's the gatefold. Also some information here. And here's the inner sleeve for the record. Has the lyrics, all the songs on the album. And let me take out the record, show you what it looks like. It's on translucent. It looks translucent. It's on a translucent purple vinyl, and it's very nice. There's the back of it, side two. This album has one of my all-time favorite songs by the Cranberries, and that's Zombie. Love Zombie. Very happy to have this album on vinyl for the song Zombie. And I also like the opening song, Ode to My Family, as well. I'm not familiar with the rest of the album yet. I'm looking forward to giving this album a shot. Those two songs that I mentioned are the only songs I know from this album. But Zombie's a big favorite. Okay, my last vinyl find for this update video is by Tears for Fears. This is their new greatest hits compilation titled Rule the World. I kept the original shrink after opening this album. It has the sticker. List of key songs that people know and love. And here's the back of the album. And as you can see on the hype sticker, there are 2 brand new songs on this album. Here's a gatefold. There's Roland and Kurt right there. Now this is a 2 LP set. Now the label's not that interesting, so I'm not gonna take both records out to show you the labels. But this is what the label looks like. It's nothing special. It just says Tears for Fears, Rule the World. I don't know why they didn't put the song list on all 4 side labels. But this is a European press. This is pressed in the European Union by Virgin Records. So, but let me show you record 2 real quick, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video. Same label. Alright, that wraps up this vinyl update video showing my vinyl finds by other artists. Hope you enjoy this update video, and stay tuned for my next Beatles update videos, and talk to you all later. Thank you for watching.